My apologies. Welcome back to the kingdom. I'm the Duke, also known as Dukenator, and we are playing Conan Exiles. This is the Age of Sorcery still, Chapter 3. But, important news, the Age of War has been announced last week, which is just absolute perfect timing as we are just about to start building our main base. Which means that we can actually start to prepare for the Age of War, which seems to have a vault that you need to build into your base. So we are going to do just that today. Not the vault itself, but the main base, and leaving some space for the vault. Now, last weekend I started gathering some resources, and I've gathered a lot, or hopefully enough. And we are going to see how far we can get. I think the biggest challenge for us is going to be trying to figure out how to get enough support when we are not going to have just foundations underneath. But as you can see, there's my base in the background. Just that last part of wall that's not rendering in. It is built, don't worry about that. But I do have a lot of stuff that I just need to go and drop off real quick. And then I will see you at the factory as we pick up our resources, and then we'll come back and start building. See you in a sec. Okay, welcome back. We are at the factory, and I've got some storage here. As you can see, steel reinforcements, we've got quite a lot. Also hardened brick, and I've also prepared some shaped wood. And hopefully that is all that we're going to need. So let's just hop over back to the main base. Now, as I said, this outer wall is going to be replaced by something else. And I just need to try and figure out how I'm going to do it. Because I'm probably going to have to do this first before trying to add any ceilings to it, just to make sure it doesn't break. I think what I'll do is I can just remove the top layer. That way, yeah, that might be a good idea. So let's see if we can do that. Now, what I was thinking in terms of the outside is, let me see if I can get it, find it. That's the limestone reinforced, not what I'm looking for. Where is it? Okay, so what I'm going for the outside layer is reinforced stone. Can you get up there? Thank you. So this is what we're going to place. Now I just need to make sure that everything is... Oh really? Let me copy that one, copy this one. It needs to be facing the same way than all the other. That way, oh come on, not again. That way I can make sure that when trying to place things down, this is going to be tricky, that I don't have any issues when trying to build. This one is showing the wrong way. Now this one doesn't want to change. That means the one underneath is looking the wrong way. So as you can see, it doesn't want to change to the direction I want. It's only going left and right, not up and down. Like that one. That means underneath, this one is totally wrong. So we're going to See if we can remedy that. I need to see like that. Good stuff. So now we can continue. There we go. Now it's giving me the up and down option instead of the left and right, and that's what I want. So sometimes you will see it doesn't want to give you what you want, but that just means that whatever is underneath is wrong. There we go. So I'm going to keep going around and replace all the top part, and we're going to do it in a montage, so I hope you are comfortable, you've got something to drink, and enjoy it. Okay, so just bringing you back for a moment. I should have known better when I started with this project in terms of where I need to place in which direction I should place the foundations. So I had to redo a lot of them right now just to get them facing the right way. But that is now done, so hopefully we shouldn't have too much problems getting these now laid as well. But back to the fast forward. Okay, I've run into some pretty weird glitch over here. I'm gonna try and show it to you in a moment. If I can just get back up again. So you can see the block over there is actually showing up and down. Or let's just call it north and south. My apologies if it's getting dark. I think it might be this. Yeah, it's an eclipse, so I'll bring you back when it's a little bit brighter to see. Okay, welcome back. So the nighttime has left us. So as you can see at the bottom, all of the foundations are showing north-south. Even there as well. So if I switch that to show and go south, then the one on top of it is also supposed to go north-south. But boom, it just simply refuses to go north-south, as you can see. So what I'm going to try and do is see if I can maybe manipulate it in a way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so by getting over there using some ceilings. So let's see if we can do that. This is supposed to be the reinforced stone. Where's the ceilings? Okay, there's a couple of different ceilings. I'm probably going to use not this one. Not this one. Oh dear, there's no ceiling that actually looks like the floor itself. Okay, so I'm gonna have to choose one of these two. Let's go with this one. Or maybe not. So they will be facing south, which means it's still refusing me. It's just absolutely refusing. So these 4 is not following any of the rules that it's supposed to when building. All the others underneath it is showing north-south, but it wants to go east-west. I have no idea why it's doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with the next row on the inside, which is going to be ceilings. And when I get here, I'm just going to place the ceilings alongside it and see if that can maybe make a difference. So let's do that. Now, for the inside, what I had in mind was, let me see if I can find it, Turanian. This is what we're going to use for the next row. Now, for some reason I'm suddenly questioning myself if it is the right choice. Okay, you've got two different kinds. You've got this, I think this is the normal one, and then the new one, which is slightly lighter in color, and I think that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah, let's do this. The lighter one. I think it's going to fit better. Strange, it's not giving me a real indication in terms of which way it is showing. I can only just make it out by the words that usually tells you on which side it is, as it is slightly sticking out the top. Okay, but I'm curious now, can I get these foundations to snap the right way? No, they are still refusing. They are still refusing. Okay, let's continue with these ceilings. So, onwards with the montage again. Now, as you can see currently I'm just placing the whole way, but it is actually going to change somewhere around here in the middle on both sides. That's where I'm going to have my gates, but you will see how that works when we get there. So, enjoy. Okay, so now that we have done this row and finish it, the next one that we are going to use is not the Argosian. Ardasir. This is what I was looking for. Now, what is nice about this one, it's actually got some ceilings that's got stripes on them, which is absolutely what we want. So, yeah, enjoy it. Okay, so I've run into another problem because I haven't placed these foundations yet. It means that there's not enough support to actually place more on the inside. So I'm going to have to go ahead and just place these even if they are showing the wrong way. I don't really have a choice. And then I can continue on the inside. So now that this row is done, I'm going to do the same row on the other side, but just flip it around so the outside lines is now on the other side. And when I get to this particular one, I'm going to use this piece just like that to create a corner. There we go. Let's do this row as well. Okay, so now that we have completed this row as well, let's see if we can add the next row. It's going to be the Turonian one again, and yeah, let's complete this one first. Okay, so with this one now completed as well, you can see that this is where the problems are starting to get in, because these three are not connected with foundations underneath them. The support has fallen to basically 0, so it is 20, 20 and 20 around it, so it is not allowing me to place a ceiling over here as well. But this will now give us an idea of what the inner court is going to look like of the main headquarters. So the reinforced stone on the outside is basically going to be the wall. So as you can see, it's just going to be the one wide, unlike the 3 wide that we used in the previous build. It's just going to be one wide. And then we've got this inner court that is laid out with these stones and lines that goes around the edges. Now, as I said, I'm going to have gates on each side of the building, which means I now need to find the middle of this line. So I can change these as well. For the lines is going to cut into where the gate is going to be. But yeah, let's fast forward that as well, so you can see what I mean by that. Okay, welcome back. So this is what I meant by it's going to make a corner and the lines is going to follow it, going to the gate basically. That takes you out of the base. So all four sides now have something like this. But what I also want to try and incorporate is actually this going into the main building. So let's take those out, and I'm going to need to remove these three as well. Then I can copy this one, just like that, like that. Copy the one like that. Or rather, even better, let's make it more dramatic, just like that. There we go. And that's where we are going to have our door that goes into the building. So yeah, that looks good. So just repeat this 3 more times. Okay, there we go. This is looking pretty good so far. I am happy how this is starting to come along. But what I want to do now, before I go any further, I just need to get a repair hammer, just to make sure in terms of how strong this line is, because I'm probably going to have to use some pillars on the inside going down to the ground just to stabilize this whole thing, because the main building is going to come up from the next row, or between this one and the other one. So the wall is going to be right on this edge and it's going to go up. So I want this to have 100 stability if I want this to work. So I'm probably going to use a lot of pillars going down, and I'm not sure what pillars I'm going to use just yet. Not sure. Let's see, I don't have a repair hammer on me as far as I know. I actually do. Very good. So here we go. You can see the stability is 20, so that's the lowest you can get. So it's definitely going to need some pillars to get this up to 100. I'm not sure. Oh, that's a stability of 5, really? And 10. I thought that 20 was the lowest. Apparently not. 25 and 5 and a 10. Okay. So let's get out the pillars. I'm going to place pillars all around, and then we can see if we can work around that. The vault that I'm going to build is probably going to be somewhere on this side of the building, mainly because it's deep enough here, but also if there's any raid coming from that side, they actually have to get up a cliff, so that's probably not going to happen. So it's either going to come from that side, the east-west side, or the south side, not from the north. So the best place to place the vaults will probably be here around the north side. Yeah. So let's see if we can get some good pillars somewhere that I can use. Okay, welcome back. So now I have pillars going all around on the inside, which means that I should now have 100 stability all around. And I'm just going to run around all of them just to make sure that I haven't missed a pillar that actually needs to go into the ground underneath, because that would suck. And so just going to come to the top, and I'm just going to do a quick run around to make sure the stability is all 100 all around. Alright, brilliant. So it doesn't seem like I've missed anything. There is something else that I want to try and quickly do, and that is to see if I can somehow let me see if I can do this real quick. Just gonna remove that one for a moment, and then see if I can get this to snap somehow. Let's see if I use the ceiling piece right at the bottom, and then maybe foundation. Yep, it goes in, so I can remove the ceiling piece. That also means I can remove that one. And then it's just just gonna quickly build something like this. There we go. Now what I want to see is if that is still 100 up there. So this will give me sort of a walkway through, but I just need to make sure about the stability on the other side. So let's get up here, if we can, please. There we go. Okay, so we've got 100, 100, and then it's 80. So this is not giving me 100. It probably wants a foundation right over there. That's the question. I doubt it, because it says that this ceiling is a stability of 80. The pillar is 80, so that's also probably going to still be 80. So the foundation didn't make any difference. But now I'm wondering, if I were to remove that one and that one, and then place foundations underneath the ceilings, it's still got a stability of 80 and 80. So, no. And also the foundations is sticking through, so not what I want. Stability 80, yeah. Okay, so let's get down again. We can remove these. And return the pillars. So the pillars really are the best option here. The only other thing that I can think of Let me see if I can find it. It's not supports. This wooden ladders can be hidden inside any square ceiling to provide stability, much like support beam. It also provides many pillar sockets for customizing placements of any pillar in a variety of locations on the lattice. I'm not sure what the difference is between the pillar only, support and pillar. Let's try the support and pillar, and I'm just going to place it just there. Then I'm going to remove the ceiling and that pillar. Now this should allow me to place the pillars, as you can see, on the corners, which is absolutely fantastic. So if we place them like that, what does the support say now? 100, but the ceiling is still 80. Why? If we take that to the ground all the way, and the ceiling is still 80. So it doesn't seem like I'm actually going to get away with losing a little bit of stability if I want to make a walkthrough like this. I don't really have a choice. I'm going to have to lose something, or I'm just not going to have to make a walkway through it. I'm going to have to settle with just moving through like this. I'm just going to have to use 2 foundations right next to each other, or 3 actually. One over there, one there, and then one here. And then I have a go through of 2, which is not going to fit exactly with the 3 at the top of it. No, it is. Never mind. Okay, so I think I might have a workaround for that. But what we also want to try and do is get some foundations in here. I'm not going to be able to have everything squared with ceiling. As you can see, for instance, over here, I can might as well just place a foundation. So for the inside, we are going to use, for the next layer, we are going with, here we go, CC as brick. So this is what we're going for. Let me get some little bit of foundations. As brick square foundation. So I'm going to see how many of the foundations themselves I can place before it actually goes like that. Most definitely one over there. No more on this side. Let's see the other side. Okay, well, here we go. As the asbrick has started to go down, let me just make sure in terms of the ceilings that goes at the top, if it actually looks the same. Yeah, no problem there. Perfect, that will work. That is going to work, most definitely. But unfortunately, that is all that we have time for. We have made some progress. Basically, the outer core is done. We've got the stability up and running, which means we shouldn't have any problems when we start pulling upwards. Then it's just all going to be support on the inside. That's also going to have to come down with pillars probably into the ground if there's no foundations underneath. But that's it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for going with me on this journey. I hope you've liked the video so far and the main building so far. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and the bell icon if you want to receive further notices. And until next time, enjoy.